Virtual field trip to the Bemidji Visitors Center, January 29th, 2021. Let's go see some of Paul Bunyan's things. Here we go. Hello, boys and girls. The day that I went to visit Paul Bunyan and Babe, it was negative 28 degrees. Here are the statues of Paul Bunyan, the lumberjack, and Babe, the blue ox. Raise your hand if you've seen these statues before or if you visited them before. A lot of people like to come to Bemidji to get their picture taken next to Paul Bunyan and Babe in Paul Bunyan Park. Here is a picture of Miss Sandy at Paul and Babe. Here is a picture of Mrs. Potter's kids at Paul and Babe. Here is a picture of Mrs. Potter's kids standing underneath Babe the blue ox. He is huge. Have you gotten your picture taken here? Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Potter, and I'm coming to you from the Visitors Center in downtown Bemidji, and we have a very, very lucky opportunity today to go on a little virtual field trip and take a peek at some of Paul Bunyan's real life things. So I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you what is inside Paul Bunyan's case here. All right, so if you take a peek inside this case, take a peek at some of these big things. Oh my goodness, look at this. Let's see. Let's find that toothbrush. Can you see that really big toothbrush right there? Oh my goodness, that is a humongous toothbrush. I think that might be Babe's toothbrush. Sometimes Paul Bunyan has to brush Babe's teeth to make sure that they're nice and sparkly clean. And take a peek, look at those big moccasins. Paul Bunyan has some really big feet and they have some really big moccasins in there. Looks like he's got a scarf and a big eraser. And boys and girls, look at this big pencil. It starts right here and it goes all the way down. Look at that big pencil. We have all kinds of fun things in this case that belong to Paul Bunyan. He let us take a peek at them because sometimes it's hard to believe how big he is, and look at how big some of his things are. So these are some of the things inside Mr. Paul Bunyan's display case here. And look at that, is a huge belt. Paul Bunyan's belt, Paul Bunyan's comb, and there is another little look at those shoes. Very fun, boys and girls. Look at that big ring. Oh my goodness, and a big Hershey kiss. And that is kind of silly. Looks like those are his fingernails in there. Ew, and a big huge Q-tip and a yo-yo. Very, very fun. So, we're gonna continue on our journey in just a little bit. I just wanted to show you some of Paul Bunyan's things that they have here. And we will see you in a little bit. Hello, boys and girls. I'm going to show you a couple more of Paul Bunyan's things they have here. So take a peek. Look at those giant dice. Those are huge dice for him to play games. There is a big curling stone right there. They have a really fancy fireplace in here with some Paul Bunyan and Babe posters. And I want to show you Paul Bunyan's fishing rod. Take a look at this. Oh, it's kind of hard to see up there. Look at that giant fishing rod. Oh my goodness, and the big fish hook on it. Paul Bunyan will catch some big fish with that fishing rod. And look at this, there's his stocking hat. He could wear this on his giant head to keep his head warm in that cold, cold Bemidji weather. Also, I'm going to have you take a peek over here. Ooh, looks like he's got a curling medal for winning a medal in some curling competitions. And look at those giant gloves and socks and hat over there. Very, very silly. And this is even sillier, boys and girls. Take a peek. There's some giant underpants. Oh my goodness, that's silly. And we have one more thing to show you. Look at this giant hockey jersey. Very cool. Paul Bunyan was a really big guy. He has some pretty big things here at the Visitor Center in Bemidji. Thank you for watching. Before I left the Visitor Center, I made sure to stop by with Babe's toothbrush, and I helped Paul Bunyan brush Babe's teeth. Here's a picture of the toothbrush, and I just finished brushing Babe's teeth. Babe does not like getting his teeth brushed. Thanks for joining me on this field trip, boys and girls. Happy birthday, Paul Bunyan! I'm glad we got to go see some of his things at the Visitor Center in Bemidji, Minnesota. Bye-bye!